You know, he's the mastermind behind everything.
Oh.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is.
Oh, her
and
ex
vote
is different?
For who done it?
Why is her ex different?
If
Oh,
you
is
vote
it like
correctly,
a plus because
then
she's a
only
nurse?
the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn.
Oops, sorry, I was just...
I'm sure you guys are
I was on the
starving
wrong
by
screen,
now.
that's why the
But
chat
let's
didn't
get
make
revved
sense.
up and raring to go.
Oh my.
Whoever survives
is
will be treated
aggressive.
to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
You know what would be the biggest plot twist if Akane killed him?
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
That would have to be absolutely insane, though.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three
Oh,
were
I'm
together
sorry.
since
Is
I
that
that
won't
right?
use
night.
it.
Does everyone know who the killer is except for you this time?
Am I the only one left out now?
I think you're the only one.
I am.
Imbecile!
Oh my
I am
goodness,
not some
this-
woman with flexible legs.
This trial is only for me
Of course you're
to
not.
figure
We're all
out. Wow.
just gonna sit back and relax and watch it unfold.
Wow.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall,
Okay.
we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. Someone even broke
Wow,
Strawberry
now
Hall's
I'm
door
left
button.
behind in the
We couldn't go
dust.
anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's
Oh, you
talk
didn't Google
about
it.
the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you
has to
better
be the
hurry up and
dudes.
confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here.
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Stop talking about irrelevant
The
things,
incident
people.
notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand.
Forever.
Chiaki, SMH. Why are you saying SMH to Chiaki?
Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking at it? I'm pretty sure you can. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if it were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the huge pillar that was broken. I don't know. Oh my goodness, why is there so many? Oil on the floor? Tipped over pillar. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, did you
guess we should
forget what
figure
the
out the
scene
weapon
looks like, or do you
first.
remember
No, I
all
do.
the stuff?
I do.
The weapon was
Okay,
right there
good.
at the scene of the crime.
How do you slow things down? Okay, boom.
That pillar, huh?
Yeah, the pillar.
No, the hammer!
Nuh-uh, weirdo.
The killer used that hammer
No.
and beat the crap out of him.
Tipped over pillar.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
The hammer is in the tower was the weapon, like you said. It looks like that's the case, but still, that hammer is just too clean.
And beat the crap out of him!
Boom!
No, that's wrong!
Yes! That's wrong. Break.
No, I can't accept that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
Why are you looking sus, Kazuichi?
A lot of oil
I
was
hope you
flowing
did
from
it.
Nekomaru's body. Just like human blood, right?
I don't think he
If the
did,
hammer
though,
was
because he's
used to
looking
beat
too
Nekomaru,
sus.
you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're
Oh.
pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
What?
Baby gangster? Me?
What?
Just so you know, I was trying
Baby
to test you
gangsta.
guys. I thought,
Oh,
maybe you
yeah!
guys mistook the hammer for the
Wait,
weapon
it
or
is?
something.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
sword? Oh, it's like a sword and then the little sword case thing.
Yes.
What's it
Seems
called?
that was a waste of time.
Says who? Oh. Oh.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Okay. Omi.
How about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it...
I see.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nekomaru's your boo.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
It's no use, it's barely budging. Didn't I tell you? Oh.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
It would.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
No, he didn't.
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide, huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit. I bet that someone tried to make it look like it was a.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
For
I
reals.
see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Oh, it's like she's using a power up. What the heck? Why does it have to be 5? Does it not start until I stop?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
The pillar to scratch his back because he was
pillar
too
was not
buff to
lifted.
reach himself.
What did I do
Beating
wrong
him with
now,
it is beyond a
Mystics?
dream.
What did I
Tip her
do?
over. They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
That's usually says your name. What did I do
Even
wrong
I
now?
could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited!
The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar.
Did you forget how this all went?
No.
Are you sure?
If the pillar was tipped onto Nekomaru, that means it should have been on top of him, right? Oh no, there's a contradiction in that assumption.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Whoa, that was it, the heck? Okay, let's see what this plays out.
Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar. Then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
You're right, you're right,
Huh?
you're right.
Fragments?
Yeah, but they're on the floor, girl.
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
It
If the
fell
pillar
over
had been
before
tipped
he was
over and
killed.
crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body
What's going
instead.
on here? This is very sus.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can
Sus.
let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Tell us, all smart
that true?
Nikita. Yes, a girl, Omi.
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, same as usual.
He's always a
You're
step ahead of
unable to
us.
clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
Here we go again.
What did you say? Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
You think?
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
What?
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
I ship them. I ship them.
I see.
But I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Oh boy, this thing was confusing.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Wow.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
What? Faux show. The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. My brain is gonna hurt too. Oh boy. Strange feeling in tower?
In truth,
What's the strange feeling?
are actually the exact same place.
Yes.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Yes.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place.
They are.
I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with...
This whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but if that's the case, there's something it wouldn't explain. Okay. Skip, skip, skip.
Are actually
Maybe I
the
did it.
exact same.
I'm just
No,
dumb.
that's wrong.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a
But
grudge
thank
because
you.
my kingdom
Thank
destroyed
you.
your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Oh boy. Bow down. That's a little bit
Then
much,
how about
Sonia.
this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
What? Okay. Oh boy, 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 boy.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled,
I totally forgot how to
and
play this
Nekomaru
game.
could have been moved piece by a decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Okay. We advance.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
Here we go. I'm gonna get like an F on this trial.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crunch.
Oh my goodness.
Those words.
Oh, thanks for suggesting
Moving the body and
that.
the pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor. When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened?
I don't know.
Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has all the those clues.
Nagito, I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen
But
to
how
him?
do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action, the action that only Nagito did. I seem to recall hearing about it during the investigation too.
I see!
You're talking about the final
Monokuma
desert,
Daichi.
right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete, and there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a particular picture.
Peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you
What?
think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this
Then
picture.
let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
What doesn't make sense in this picture? Oh, the trees.
Here!
Wow, the trees, man.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right?
Yeah, it's not inside of a school. For a moment, I was like, oh, what?
If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Nagito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. What doesn't make sense in this photo? Look at the sky. What's wrong with the sky?
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
The sky all
Which
along.
means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
Nothing. Nada.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
Yeah, how could Mona come on? And hey, Nagito.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito? Why are you here? Because I showed up. You showed up? How did you even come here? Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the 3rd floor, using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. What? What? Oh boy. Okay.
Why
Let's go.
so rude?
Oh, that's how you jump. Okay. Jump. Crap. How do I speed up? There we go. Yeah, epic skateboarding game.
Yeah.
Epic. Okay, first question.
This reminds me of those
Or not.
like filter games where you have to like tilt your head to make it move.
Oh. Oh boy! That was right in front of my face. Okay, do Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? Crap, they do exist? I don't know, now I'm even more confused.
Does that mean that they don't exist?
Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building or... Oh, okay, here we go. This is the question I thought we were gonna answer. They're the same building. Boom. This is intense. How are the Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? Vertically. Maybe. Yay! Yay, I did it! Woo! Okay.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, I don't understand either.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Boom! Easy peasy right after not
Then let me
understanding.
hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go?
Oh my goodness.
There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
What?
Same building, different floors?
What?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
What?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's
I'm even more
picture,
confused than when
it's
we
clear where
started off.
Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House is located, that should be clear if I look at the photo he took. Below?
Crap!
Okay, it's above. It's above.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
Oh, even Chunky Hamster should
Because
be.
of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
What?
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes.
I know, I understand even less now. Everybody's like, oh, I get it. And I'm like, what? I thought the other version was
A
better.
quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it?
Okay, thanks for showing us a picture. Thank you.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believe the 2 houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
It's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those 2 houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Wow.
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Wow. Oh boy, 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 boy.
I'm gonna solve. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
What?
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my
I
spotlight!
shipped them.
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
Okay, a dummy of Nekomaru's body existed. Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible? I mean, the disassembled body parts don't look like they moved at all. Did I do the
Hurry
wire?
up,
I don't
dumbass.
even remember what I did anymore.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No. Wow!
No, that's wrong!
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's.
I am dumb. I literally just guessed.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Not just that, the body parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moves too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
Done.
You are joking, right?
Yes.
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even
What?
more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
A device like that?
Remember when we entered the funhouse from one side? How we couldn't enter it from the other? That device is just like that. If you enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other.
Not another Hifumi Taka situation. A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. An elevator? I'm confused. And just like the tower, if you enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. What game are we playing now? Oh, Hangman? Okay. Elevator. Is it elevator? I don't... How do I speed things up and slow it? That's how you slow it down. I don't know how you speed things up. Oops. Crap. Yay! How am I so big-brained? What? The buildings only go up and down, and they were asking how to get from one room to the other. So I just thought of an elevator.
Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
You're not dumb!
Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only
Stop
enter
it.
it from one side or the other.
Now that
Stop
you
it.
mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. I know! Can we move on? There shouldn't be anything strange about them. Not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing they all have in common, they were all on the floor. They were all Nekomaru's parts. They were all huge. They were all heavy. Are they all on the floor? Boom. Yeah, let's move on.
Is it safe to say
They
that
were all
the items on the
huge.
floor didn't change? And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because That elevator has something unique about it.
Does the elevator spin? It's like, whoa! There's something unique about that elevator. The doors changed, but everything on the floor stayed the same. So that means it's an enormous circle. Only the floor moves? Or there's no ceiling? You can only enter one side at a time. The doors change, but everything on the floor stayed the same. So that means only the floor moves?
See.
Boom. Yeah, spin.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
But if you think about it, they are all dum-dums if they don't notice a door disappearing and going up above them. I'm confused even more now. I'm like, wait a second, if only the floor moved, wouldn't they see the door going up and up and up and up? What? I'm confused.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
No?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're
I'm
probably
confused.
just for show.
They say only the floor moves, not the doors. What?
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
What? What?
Wait, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
What?
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
What? Aren't they brother and sister? What? I'm confused.
Yeah.
What?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Yeah, that was okay. Alright. Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but... So seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to the Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as the chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all, huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Sendem, please proceed.
Oh my goodness, heartbreak.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
Yeah.
If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower.
What the heck? This is so confusing. You're not dumb! Quit it! Quit it!
Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same on both sides. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in the Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in the Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Oh, great.
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Oh wait, there's a flaw in the argument. Someone's account should definitely confirm that.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Oh!
No, that's wrong! The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
What?
Who made this?
What? What?
Which means the exit would be on
Like
the
a
opposite
roller
side once you
coaster?
arrived at the other house, right?
What?
I
thanks to
remember the
that,
first time
the
I
tower we
watched
saw
someone
on our
play
right
this, I
side
did
when
not
we
get
arrived
this
at Grape
trial at
House.
all with the building stuff. I was so confused.
Appeared
What?
on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
It's just weird.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
I know, how did Kazuichi not think that's weird that your compass is turning? I don't know.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
This stupid
Splendid
building.
at all. You're inhuman.
Stupid.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff.
Bloodspot did.
I saw what Buttspot did.
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet?
Miss you
It's
so
what I found at the
much.
Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my. I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
What an octagon means, huh? That reminds me, an octopus has 8 legs. I wonder if that means anything. What? It's an 8-side shape.
I see.
Wow!
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't
Wow.
expect you to know that.
Wow.
For a substitute
Yeah,
reserve
Hajime,
course
what?
student, you're quite knowledgeable.
An octopus has 8 legs, so that
It's like
means
he's describing it like he's talking to a kindergartner.
an octagon has how many sides, kids?
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name?
How does this
Octagon?
game go from the hardest puzzles to this? Where it's like, can you count to 8? The place befitting the name Octagon. Grape House is a 6-side, and Strawberry House is a 4-side. Neither of them are 8-sided. I'm confused. But when you combine those places, a certain place would become 8-sided. What? We're gonna find out Nekomaru's killer before finding out how the buildings work? Yeah. Is it this?
Vicious
No.
spy.
Crap!
I am obviously understanding this very well. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow. Death to me. What about right here? What?
Wait, what did you click?
I
Oh,
clicked
you
the
clicked
top
it.
of the
Talking
green
about
one.
the secret room surrounded by concrete
Huh?
in the depths of the final dead room.
I don't know what this
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
I did not ask to do math today. Excuse me.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity
I'm
of
still
the
confused.
octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room.
What?
In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
I don't know. This is confusing. Mystics, are you having an easy time understanding this? I'm confused.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
You suck at math. What are you talking about, Mr. Mathematics?
That's a little different.
Of
I
course.
learned the true identity
It's not
of the
confusing.
ultimate
Oh,
weapon
okay.
at the octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse. Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
So the building all along was the ultimate weapon? So if you knew how the building worked, then that was your ultimate weapon. Wow. It's
Like me,
okay.
the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery,
We just are dum-dums.
and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
Or Mystics is a
The
genius.
funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
Hey, knock it off. No.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
I did not see that.
It
Oh, here he
truly
goes
deserves
crazy.
to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that for the murder of Nekomaru? And who was the killer who did that? Oh, are we halfway through? Why hello there. I thought of a bad word to come on me. What? I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monomi is a serious... What? That just doesn't sound good. That's much more straightforward than I expected.
Is that what you didn't say?
I'm like, I don't want to say that. Like, it, it just doesn't sound
You're
good.
right. It is a bad word.
What?
I said you're right. It is a bad word.
I know. He did make a bad word. That's not it. That's not it at all.
Rude, Monaco.
So it's stupid, fat, and ugly.
Do you see what butt
What the
Spot said?
butt?
What the butt?
The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be... Ta-da! That just doesn't sound good. There's a fat hidden in
Okay,
there.
everyone, all together now. Mon ami is a serious stoufatly.
What? What? Oh my goodness. Resume.
Hello.
Oh my.
I hope your day is well.
Here we go.
I need to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to say it frequently.
Yeah.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
What?
What?
Chiaki, that was kind of sus. The heck?
I never
Is
expected
it really alright
Oh, well,
to
let's
accept a
continue.
situation so easily?
Anyway, Chiaki is a chill girl, okay? Let's just let it slide.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual. I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or
Anyway,
not.
if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged as he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So, what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? Crushed by the elevator? Falling? Falling. Yeah.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
Yay, falling.
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a
Yay,
structure
falling.
where 2 towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Oh my goodness. Do you see that laugh that Mystics had?
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
What the heck?
But my gut is going crazy right now.
I know, how can you push him? If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm going to reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Oh my goodness. I'm tired of this good night button. What?
You can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Good night button.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
I'm so confused. A difference in elevation is required to take the victim, to make the victim die from falling. In order to create that difference, according to Chiaki, Nekomaru was locked inside the tower and moved from the 4th floor to the 1st floor. That wouldn't have worked on any of us, but in Nekomaru's case, that would have been possible.
As long as there's a moving object inside.
The only moving object. Whoa!
No, that's wrong!
What?
That sensor should only work if something is moving.
What the heck?
Nekomaru wasn't moving inside. The elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be?
That was epic!
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they move the elevator in that manner,
You're scaring
Nekomaru
yourself.
would have just moved along with it.
You have the knowledge.
There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes.
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Oh, she being sassy.
Silence, pest!
Whoa, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
What? A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru's still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? Ah! I'm so tired of this. He's getting beaten up by everyone.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Maybe hammer. Okay, never mind. Oh crap! That was my last one. Oh.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
Ha. Oh boy, there's a lot of
The
stuff.
doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Why is there so much stuff?
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
I don't like it. I don't like this one.
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
What? A way to create a difference in the elevation while Nekomaru is still inside the elevator. If I can combine that with the fact that only the elevator floor moves, and then Nekomaru was also tied up, that's right. By hanging it from there, the killer was able to dangle Nekomaru in the air upside down? What?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Whoa! I did it! Whoa! Gonna start
Didn't the
saying, let's
doorknob
play
have
it
scrape marks on
Steve. And everybody will be confused.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around
Flipped
Nekomaru?
my chair on top of myself.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop.
But I'm okay.
If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
Oh my!
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
Oh, it's making sense now.
That's right. He was suspended in midair. The killer tied up Mekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower.
Whoa!
He suspended Nekomaru in midair.
No!
He was so well hung. Kinda like.
You better not finish that sentence.
The killer took advantage of the
I
elevator's
didn't want to see
unique
that
feature.
photo.
Only the floor moves.
I didn't want to see it.
By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Oh my.
Too easy.
Oh my. I don't like these types of battles.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just one.
Oops.
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall. Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Oh, I get how to do it. There we go.
Doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Allow me
Boom.
to cut through those words. What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why,
Are you kidding me?
if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
This is so much worse than I thought it was. So he wasn't asleep when
And
he
then,
died.
In order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I should use my full power. Oh! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands, but... Heh, not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1 million horsepower. What? Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm,
What?
Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor.
Weirdo.
Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was the wire got loose. He collided with the pillar, I think.
I see!
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar
Finally.
shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say The alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself?
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
This never
How
ends.
were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
What? I'm so confused, people.
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. Tell me about it. I know it's never gonna end. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue breaking through this contradiction.
What's buzzing? Oh my goodness, this never gonna end.
Oh my goodness. This never gonna end.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
What if the radio
This time
clock
of
was
death and
wrong?
the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it.
Not that clock. But the other clock. The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30 a.m., but we discovered the body at 7 a.m. Akane said that's because the killer messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. It's wrong to shift the debate towards that side. I should promote what's wrong with that first.
They probably messed with the clock inside
Boom! Yay!
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Oh my goodness.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we overlooked something. Maybe we were misunderstanding something. Which clock was messed with? Or how was it messed with? And why didn't we realize it? I think if I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Oh, we're gonna play a game. Logic dive. Okay. Why
Because do you not see Gundam Blush again with Sonia talk?
Oh, yeah. I was kind of out of it. Oh, my life? Look at my life. How much of my heart is gone. That's how many times I died, I think. Maybe we're blocking it. They can't see it, but we can. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand in the building? Maybe the time in the building? But it looks like I died 4, 6, 8, 9 times. Which clock was tampered with? Both Nekomaru's radio clock or the buildings? I think the building. Whoa, I actually understand something. Wow.
Go back to yeah, dance party. Wow.
This is epic.
There's like no in between.
Which house had the wrong time? Both houses? Was it Strawberry House that had the clock? Nope.
Oh, I just remember hearing about a clock
Yeah,
in
dance
Strawberry
parties.
Place. Or a C for cool clown.
Oh, we did it!
It's all coming together.
Complete.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What?
What? All the clocks?
So
All
even
the
if you checked all the
clocks?
clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
What?
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right. That's the main problem. How much was the time off after the killer messed with the clocks? If there's something that would be used as a standard for measuring time, that should be the clue. Alright, I need to find that. I'm going to reach... why is the killer so giga-brained? Wait, what are you doing, Oz?
Trying to fix my camera.
Pan just said, Oz, why?
If the time in the
You,
building was all messed
you
up,
made the face?
then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Boom.
I agree with that. That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell.
Oh no.
Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Guys.
Rumbling?
It's okay.
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Hey, it's okay. Shh. It's okay.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference,
It'd be like
we might be
someone's
able to figure out
tumbling,
how much our time was off.
Grumbling.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
If that rumbling sound was heard at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to how much time was off. How much our time was off. It's literally right in front of me. 2 hours?
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific timing. Wait, did I read that right? If they were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is, only Nekomaru would have known what time it actually was. If so, that specific thing the killer used was Monokuma Taichi.
I see!
Yay!
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Taichi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Taichi, but it turned out to like it this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
I know, I feel really, really bad for Nekomaru.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who isn't? Who's the bastard?
It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? I feel like Gundam hasn't been talking much at all. I don't know! Please be Kazuichi. Dang it! Literally the last person I shoot. Oh, they mentioned the person was masculine? Oh, hi! Whoa! Hello!
That's right. Nagito wasn't there.
Hello, hello.
It was just me.
I'm
Gundam,
failing,
and Fuyuhiko.
and this is the first time I'm watching this, so no spoilers. Obviously, because I failed at
You didn't
guessing.
come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of
My day's going. Big
Not
name.
only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
That's such a cute emoji, too. He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Huh. Your day's going good. Yay! Whoa!
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I
Huh?
was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
What's
You
going
still
on
don't
here?
know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common. and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I don't know. The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise was Nikito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is, what do these three have in common? What do they have in common? I'm confused. Could it have something to do with the guest rooms they were staying in? If that's the case, then I might be able to figure out what they have in common. What? Oh no, it's Hangman's Gambit, isn't it? Oh crap, what the heck? I'm clueless this time. Oh, there's so much going on.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki.
Advertising.
Three of you were staying in deluxe.
Yay, know the
right?
answer. Oh, you love the VTuber? Thank you.
If I recall,
She created them
the
from
deluxe
scratch.
Wow.
She's crazy.
I'm crazy.
The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room must have been so-so insulation, but it's pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems. Oh, so that's why.
Hear the rumbling noise.
Yeah, from scratch.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime.
Oh.
Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent? Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
They said it takes a lot of talent to make one. Oh, that's so cute.
Thank you.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Somehow, I feel like I understand what Nikito means. If I think about the features of their guest room, that person's actions are clearly strange because that person might be the killer. Is that what it means? But, wait, what? What did he just say? It's either Sonia or Gundam. Is it Gundam?
You're the only
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
Are we coming to the end?
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
Oh.
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
How were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention
Oh my.
Gundam?
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room.
Did
at the
Sonia not know? Oh no, the love is ending.
time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation,
Oh
right?
no,
Gundam
this is gonna be so
probably couldn't
sad.
return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right?
Oh my.
If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
Oh.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Oh my, it was right in front of our faces! Hey, what are you doing? It's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld blowing for a sacrifice. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
Fuyuhiko is our savior.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
What?
Is that
What?
your argument?
Yeah.
Bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
Oh my goodness.
At the time,
That explains
I left
it all.
my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on it.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce. Just
What?
a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What?
What?
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
What?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, It's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
I'm so confused.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Your brain just shut off.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. What? What? Can I be done? I want to be done with this.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry
Your
House...
brain is dead.
Since
My
I was
brain
at
is
Strawberry
dead
House at that
too.
time, there's no question that the following
chunky
crime is
hamsters
impossible.
Are victorious?
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Do they have an accomplice? I don't know what to say
What
about
if
that.
there was a secret passageway?
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
This isn't even the complicated part? What? Huh? A contradiction is when something is obviously wrong. There's no contradiction I can't shoot through. Sonia was the killer partner all along. What? I don't know. If my power isn't enough, I need to borrow someone. Oh, we need to borrow now. Okay, so I can shoot through Gundam's contradiction. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two.
Wah!
No,
Whoa.
what's wrong?
What's this secret passageway?
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Let's ask him. Let's ask him.
You're the only one!
Nagito, you should know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Oh, Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up. Oh!
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House.
Big brain.
Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning, the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
What?
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way.
Infinity Unlimited Flame. Is that what he said? Or did I get it wrong? Oh my goodness.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
I am terrible at these battles. Okay, here we go.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Oh, thank you.
already
I didn't
proved
know
the
I could
secret
have cut
passage exists.
diagonally.
The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! You don't want to drown in the maelstrom.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Oh my goodness, that is my least favorite game.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse.
The only place I can think of is the Octagon.
I know, I made him say that like a billion times. Ugh.
There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Oh my.
It seems this is the end.
Finally,
Normally, we'd end up
yes!
listening
We've been
to
here for like
Hajime
3
lecture us
hours.
with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the
epic
building,
music.
Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The
Whoa, it's the
elevator
main
was
song.
probably broken
Are
by
we
that
doing this instead of the
Thanks
comic?
to that,
Doggy Toes
Nekomaru
is
wasn't
gonna
able to go to
explain
Grape
it.
Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he
I don't
tried
have
going
audio
over to
on,
Strawberry
and he's
Tower,
just talking.
just like we did
What the
when we
heck?
found out the elevator was broken.
Nagito
well,
broke the
it's
game.
obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower,
Whoa.
what would the killer have done then?
Nekomaru breaking fourth wall there.
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully
Okay,
lured
we're just gonna let him
Nekomaru
go.
to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Button spot. Oh.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me!
Oh my.
Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words.
Oh my goodness.
You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I will provide an argument That will leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Are we playing the game? We're playing the game! I forget how to do it. Crap.
Well.
Oh.
For the Tanaka Empire! Crush that David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
What is going on?
Crush that David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crush as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
Why is this clicking game the hardest rhythm game?
Crush as David prophesies! For the Tanaka Empire! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
What is going on?
It's Nekomaru's back.
The
Did you really think I could get behind him so easily?
This is the end!
Okay, whoa!
Oh, snap.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of
could've.
Nekomaru's neck?
Oh,
Of course, it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through, supernova, silver fox, sandy. Oh, click. And it pressed the button? Truly, this is the Skyland. Lamentation art of the demon mouse. Fwah! Soon the door of the destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue,
yeah, the hamster's evil.
One of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Oh my! Oh, here we go! Here we go! Here we go! So he's like, oh, stop it. Oh, dang it. He's like, oh, let's tie it. Ah, stop. And it's like, oh, snap. Ah.
So the hamsters at the beginning.
There we go, last one.
Whoa. Oh.
This one?
Yeah.
This. Pick it up.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Here we go. Yeah, tired
Let's
us.
first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru.
That was an epic pose.
According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m. But by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that.
Oh my.
However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower, so he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower.
Oh no!
But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact.
Oh my.
The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Oh my.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe you killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
Yeah, sassy, sassy.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Dang it, the love stopped. What the heck is my score? Look at those 50 points. Whoa. A B? I failed so much.
Can you get anything but like below?
The result isn't all that
Or is it 'cause
exciting.
you're on easy?
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever!
What?
I bit my tongue at the most important part!
The levity! I know the love stopped right when it was starting. Dang it. B for Bravo. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh. That was a long one. How much longer until the execution? Just wait. Just wait. What do you mean, just wait? For the execution part? All trials are long. What? I know. Whoops, what the heck? You guys are correct once again. Correct? Why did I say correct? Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru is the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka. Nice. Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam. No wonder. I mean, no matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something. Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing, correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
But lost and died?
This, too,
If he was
must be the will of
just trying to
causality.
cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that. What do you mean? Explain. Fine then. Then I shall reveal it
Let's
all.
make
Within the
history.
final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, that's epic. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. Humph, I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have ran away, or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death. A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell
He was serious, too. He gave it his all to try to kill me. Huh? If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
See it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomoro Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
Wow.
That is...
But why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. Humph. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by the feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
Flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
How you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on a life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy toward life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Ugh.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall, my
But
tears.
even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nikito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without such resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name
Just
is
who do you think I
Gundam
am?
Tanaka.
I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like
Not in a
dust in the
million, not
wind.
in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay! Got it! I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Wait!
But please wait, this is just too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia. Please, I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia, An act of unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However...
What is it, my 4 dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
What's his punishment gonna be like? What's it gonna be like? He's such a dark character. I'm so... What?
Pineapples.
What? Ultimate breeder. Oh yeah, he's the breeder! Is he just gonna get trampled? Aww. Aww. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. What? What? Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, going upstairs. No.
Oh.
Oh.
What? 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 What?
Goodbye.
What was that? Oh my goodness. That might have been my favorite one. What the heck? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my, I guess we may as well end to where we get out of this trial, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Gundam. Wow, that was the best. That was great. I was honestly trying to get my hopes really low ever since the last punishment with Mikan, but wow, that was so good. No. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words is still lingering deep in our chest. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstood what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
I'm so angry I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of crap, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of crap is me.
Worst.
Darn it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly, but still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You're right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You're right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of that place, and I will presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, Don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey!
So how long are you guys going to stand around chattering? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that. Well, hold on. How much longer are you going to keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and get eat some food. Hold on a sec, that mood shift is too darn fast.
Not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? Huh. She's clearly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished, but despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing that I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. What? They just keep getting better and better. Yeah, that was quick. My favorite banger. Oh yeah, your favorite banger. Yeah, what's he doing? Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with their other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all, even if it costs me my life. For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma!
All right, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight
What's
too?
the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is? You know me well, is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So why do you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love? I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I've received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even
Well,
know?
there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person. The total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope Speak Academy,
Of
right?
course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making. If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that,
Well,
right? That's not my point.
right.
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting
well,
all riled
you're
up.
splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I knew who it was, who do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Mon Ami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing. Huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. Leon is the traitor. Oh my goodness. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey.
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right? Yep. If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too. However, in exchange, I want you to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want to make everyone in our group feel despair. That includes you too. Well, I know you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought. You saw right through
You're
me.
right.
No matter what the situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself in despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say that belief reminds me of that person for some reason. Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone was worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky. But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this, am I? I actually think I'm very lucky, huh?
You don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him. Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer the question. If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Things are getting juicy. Oh my goodness. We're not ready. I feel like we're not ready. Holy cow. It's someone who survived the last game, I have a feeling. Oh my. This is gonna get crazy. Chapter 4 is done. Toko is coming. Oh, Ben. Oh, there's 7 now. We are coming. Danganba. I don't know what she says. No, it's Leon. Bye. Good night. Oh my, she's transforming again. I'm scared. Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Ah, boo. Ah.